morning! Happy Monday! I'm still at my family home. I was meant to go home last night, but honestly, it got to a point in time where I just couldn't be bothered, so I didn't. Now I'm working from here today as well, which I don't mind too much because I have company, and it just mixes the week up a little bit. I do have a 4-day working week this week because on Friday I have the day off to go to London because I have tickets for Social in the City. I'm going to be talking on a panel for small creators on Saturday afternoon. They give me access on the Friday as well, which is really cool. So I have booked off Friday to do that, which is exciting. Get to go to London. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely heaving because Christmas in London is busy, but hopefully I get to see a few Christmassy things. This weekend is also when I start my first Vlogmas video, which is exciting. If you don't know, I have chosen to take part in the 12 days of Vlogmas, so I'm going to be doing a video every other day throughout December. This may be a mistake, but we're going to be starting at the weekend. I'm excited. This is going to be a short vlog to make up for that. This vlog now is going to be a Monday to Thursday vlog because I'm going to be finishing this to then start my Vlogmas Day 1 vlog on Friday. There is so much planning going on right now and it's a lot. So that means this week's vlog, I hope to finish my current read and start another one. So hopefully you can see me talk about 2 different books. So the book that I'm hoping to finish this week is M.L. Rio's If We Were Villains. If you watched last week's vlog, you will know that I'm absolutely loving this book. I think this could be a new favourite. This is dubbed for fans of The Secret History, but I'm preferring it to The Secret History at the moment. I just think it's fantastic. I don't want to give too much away about the plot because I went into this pretty blind to the plot and I've been really enjoying it for that reason. But essentially, what I will tell you is that it follows a group of students who are studying theatre. They are in their 4th year. They study Shakespeare, they perform Shakespeare plays. There's a lot of Shakespeare quotes. The format of this is semi-play reminiscent, but also normal book style as well mixed in. It's a really clever format and they're all very close, but it's very intense and some stuff happens. So I just am completely falling into this writing style. The way this author describes things is absolutely stunning. I have so many highlights going throughout this book. It's just hypnotizing the way that the writing creates this setting that you can just completely fall into. It's very much ticking all the boxes for dark academia, so if you're looking for a dark academia, would highly recommend this. It does have some quite intense themes in it. It is an adult book, it is not YA, so bear that in mind going into it. But generally, I am really enjoying it. So once I finish this, I'm then going to go on to Ninth House, which is going to be another intense dark academia read. I am also listening to the audiobooks for Precious Catastrophe and Crooked Kingdom, so hopefully I'll finish those as well. Basically, going to try and finish some books this week. That's the plan. As I'm ending this on Thursday, I definitely want to have at least finish one, hopefully, because my weekend is going to get pretty busy and there's not long left in the month to complete my fictionary TBR, of which this and Ninth House are the remaining 2 books on it. I did kind of sub out Empire the Vampire for Crooked Kingdom without really saying I'd done it. Empire the Vampire was fulfilling the prompt of a book with a weapon on the cover, but I actually ended up reading it right at the end of October in the last weekend. I did a 48-hour reading vlog thing on that. If you want to check it out, I'll put it up here. But I kind of swapped that out for Crooked Kingdom, which had some throwing stars on the front of it. So kind of ticked that prompt. So I want to finish that, so I've definitely ticked every prompt for my fictionary TBR. So that's the plan for the week. Take you along with me. I will be going home to my flat tonight, but as I said, in my family home today, working from home, chilling. It's quite a frosty, cold day outside, so I'm happy to be here where the heating is good. Hope you are going to enjoy this vlog. I hope you're having a lovely day when you're watching this. If you are enjoying so far, please do give it a thumbs up. it's me. It is Tuesday and I have been working in a cafe this afternoon and I feel so good for it. I just felt really good to get out of my flat. I know that I've literally been in my flat for a day, so we'll ignore that side of things, but in the terms of like being here every time I'm working and just going somewhere different was really nice and very refreshing, and I feel good for it, so I'm glad I did that. I did it a couple of weeks ago and I told myself I would do it more, but I've just been so busy at the moment and also have had work meetings in the afternoon and I don't really want to be in a cafe when I'm on a work call, so I haven't been able to, but I was able to today. I also stayed a bit later and read some more of If We Were Villains, which of course I'm still absolutely loving. I'm on to the next act now and I'm just like, stuff is happening, I'm processing it. There's something at large. It's so good. I need to know what. I'm doing Patreon sprints tonight with Spoops, so I'm hoping to obviously read a bit more then. Although I've realised that we put these on at the same time as the Bake Off final, which is sad. So I'm gonna have to watch the Great British Bake Off final later this evening. I'm also catching up on I'm a Celebrity, which is back on TV and just keeps me company in the evenings. So looking forward to that as well. Basically lots of good TV at the moment. And yeah, that's my evening really. Did a little teeny weeny bit of Christmas shopping on my lunch break today, like teeny weeny, got a couple of bits, so I'm slowly getting that done as well. That's my tumble dryer. I'm gonna go and edit a video and I may order fish and chips for dinner, maybe. I'm feeling some chips. So yeah, that's my Tuesday. Hope you're doing well and are enjoying the vlog so far. Hi, it's Wednesday and we're gonna make dinner together because I am really busy and I cannot find a spare second to function apparently, so we're gonna cook at the same time as me filming. Two birds, one stone. Probably chaotic, but here we go. Today we are having spaghetti bolognese that I made and froze, so I don't have to do quite as much work, but I do have to make garlic bread from scratch, so there's that. So I am just gonna start cooking the sauce thing, the meat. This is not a cooking segment. I'm just letting you know there's gonna be some noise as I take it out of the bag. So I had some really, oh, this is gonna be loud, isn't it? This wasn't a good idea, hang on. Okay, I realised that this could be a flawed decision because I'm gonna be making loads of noise. I'm walking about the place cooking, but it's a fun experience for everyone involved. So I finished a book today. I did not finish If We Were Villains, that's not happened yet, but I did finish Deirdre Sullivan's Precious Catastrophe, which every time I say it, I struggle to say the title, although I didn't struggle just then, so that was good. I'm just making, oh you can't even see me, I'm just making garlic butter for the garlic bread by putting some butter with garlic in the microwave and herbs. So yeah, I finished Precious Catastrophe and I absolutely loved it. This is such a horrible angle, oh god. Absolutely loved it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's just brilliantly witchy. This book also features 2 perspectives, whereas the first book featured 1 perspective. I always put too much butter in this because I'd rather have too much than too little, but I think that's way too much. Oh well. Can you go up here? I'm gonna hate myself when I come to edit this. Okay, alright, okay, that's fine. So yeah, dual perspective. We followed one sister in book 1 and then in book 2 we followed both sisters, which was interesting. So yeah, we follow both sisters in book 2 and one of those sisters is kind of coming to terms with who she is, and that is really interesting to read about. I don't want to tell you anything more than that because I don't want to spoil who she is and what she is becoming, what she's learning about herself, but she has a really interesting character arc and a really interesting journey, and that's the sister that we follow in the first book. And then we also follow the other sister who we knew and met in the first book, but we get her perspective and dual narrative in this book. And she is, sorry that that's probably really loud by the way, I didn't really think this through at all, but as I said, 2 birds, 1 stone. Anyway, so this is the other sister that we follow, Caitlin, is recovering from abuse, so we see that side of things. So there's definitely heavy themes within this book, but I would say that the way that the author has managed this is she's spoken a lot about the themes that she's put in there, the heavier themes, and I would say that is so loud, isn't it? I'm trying to talk. We're just gonna go over here for a sec because it is getting manic in there. Yeah, Deirdre Sullivan has created these characters who have got all of this horrible stuff that's happened to them. She's balanced them with this dry wit and this humour that is kind of a coping mechanism almost to what they've been through, and I love them. They're just fantastic characters. I think my favourite is Caitlin, Maddie and Caitlin, the 2 twin sisters. I just really enjoy getting to know both of them throughout this book, and especially in this second book. So I actually just had a phone call meeting, Zoom call with Deirdre Sullivan and Hotkey Books, because we've got the live show that I'm doing on Monday the 29th at 7 PM to talk more about this duology. So yeah, it was really cool to chat with Deirdre and with Hotkey Books. It was very clear to me immediately that Deirdre's personality shines through in these books, having now actually spoken to her. She is such a cool person to talk to and has such a brilliant perspective on things, and I think that is totally reflected through in her books. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I've had a really good evening, really loved that book. It's also got LGBT in it from the perspective of somebody who is discovering their sexuality and coming to terms with what their sexuality is and questioning things, and that was a perspective that I also really enjoyed reading about. So generally, it was a really good book, and I am really excited for the live show. I'm just getting my garlic bread ready to go in the oven. If you're wondering why I'm looking down constantly, I am putting some salt grains on the garlic bread because that makes it yummy. Ta-da! Okay, now I have to tidy up the garlicky mess. Whoop. So absolutely thrilled with how that's all gone this evening. Really enjoyed that book, 4 out of 5 stars. If you want to check out the live, oh, what is this angle? I'm so sorry. If you want to check out the live, it is going to be at 7, as I said. Did I say? It's going to be at 7 on Monday the 29th. It's also going to be saved to Hotkey Books Instagram. So if you did miss it, you can check it out there as well. I am still reading If We Were Villains. I have under 100 pages left, and I really just don't want this book to end. It's so good, it's so good. I'm not ready for it to be over, but at the same time, like, I want to know what happens. I want to know the pivotal point that we've been leading towards. I just really like it. So those are all very exciting things that have been happening, of course. I think I might have a bath later, or maybe not. I haven't really fully decided yet, but I have been really busy this week, as I've said about 5 million times. And I feel like maybe a bath would be nice to chill. I cleaned my kitchen today and now it's just a complete mess again, so that's great. So I don't really know if I've got anything else to add to this completely chaotic update, but basically I read some good books, looking forward to an evening chillin'. Oh, Hawkeye's out tonight, I'm gonna watch Hawkeye. This is all a mess. I think this is really loud. It may be that I edit it and it's not really loud, or you guys might be thinking, what the hell are you doing? So I'm gonna go and put this on my computer whilst that's cooking. And hopefully it's actually watchable, but there we go, entry into the choir. That was just hectic. But yeah, I don't even know what this update is anymore, but hi, read some books, hope you're doing well. Sorry, my week's just so busy, so this is the best I can muster apparently, but I hope you're enjoying the vlog. Voila, my food, it is done. How gourmet. I am going to get myself a drink, sit down with Hawkeye, eat my spag bowl, eat my garlic bread, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I finished If We Were Villains. I finished it. It's going straight on the favourites list. This is a 5 out of 5 star read. I thought it was so brilliant. So good. If you are at all a Shakespeare fan, or if you enjoyed The Secret History, or if you enjoy theatre, or you just want something that's got a mystery to it with also all of these other layers of passion for theatre, for literature, for Shakespeare, pick this up because I just thought it was fantastic. I wanted to read every page twice. I think that's why it's taken me longer, because there are certain parts I've gone back and read again. The way ML Rio has brought us into this world is just so fantastic. The settings, the descriptions of this university are just so amazing, and I want to jump right into it. I felt it had the perfect elements of gothic darkness to it, whilst also mixing with this beauty and light side to it as well, and there was a real contrast throughout the whole book, not only in the setting but also with the characters there as well. There were a lot of parallels in this, as you would expect, towards Shakespeare's plays, and essentially I feel like this was one big Shakespearean tragedy. I'm not gonna give any spoilers here, but if you've read the blurb at all, you will kind of know roughly the route this heads in. There is a group of 7 friends, and their dynamic together is really interesting, and I think you can see the roles that they each play in the plays that they are putting on, but also how they reflect certain characters that you see in Shakespeare plays themselves within their day-to-day lives, and how they've kind of taken on those characters. There's just so many parallels here for each act, for each play of Shakespeare, and a lot of the plays that they're putting on we're seeing in quite good detail. So we're seeing like the set design, we're seeing the costumes, and I just really enjoyed seeing that side of it as well. My mum studied theatre at university and she always tells me about the stories of the plays they would put on and how much fun it was. And I felt like when I was first reading the start of this, before we've had like too much of the tragedy fall into place, I was just imagining my mum at university and how similar the experiences were that she was telling me about to the ones that I was reading about in this book. So that was really fun on another level for me as well. Another thing I really enjoyed about this is there is this passion and sexual energy throughout this whole book that just seeps off every single page. There is so much sexual tension and so much passion within this, not only for theatre but also the characters for each other, and I think that really drove me forward as well. This felt like a very sexual book, and I think I really enjoyed the way that was done because it wasn't crude, it wasn't over the top, it wasn't smutty in any way, it was very delicate, tastefully done, but it just reflected a hot passion that these characters had, as I said, not only for their theatre, but also for each other in certain instances. And I just really enjoyed that aspect of it as well, and seeing how the character dynamics shifted throughout the book and where we see them at the start versus where we see them at the end. I think I really liked James, I liked Oliver, and I liked Philippa. Philippa, I think, is really good character because she's someone that we don't get to see as much as we do all the other characters. She's kind of taking a back seat, but yet she's always there. So I really enjoyed seeing her and I wanted to know more from her. Basically, I want another book. I want another one. I want another one in the series. It's a standalone as far as I'm aware, but I would love to see more from this world and these characters and how they're all doing. But I could say so much about this. I just absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. Now I'm going to go on to read Ninth House, which I'm going to start tonight. Really usefully, my camera decided to just stop recording after that last sentence. So I was about to tell you I'm going to start Ninth House, which I am daunted by because a lot of people do say that Ninth House is quite heavy and intense. And if we were villains, I wouldn't say it was heavy. That's actually a point to add because I know a lot of people think that this book is quite heavy and daunting for that reason. And I thought that too, because The Secret History, which this is always compared to, is a heavier book. However, I don't think If We're Villains felt as heavy to me. It felt a lot less daunting once I started reading it, so if that's your hesitation, then it's not too heavy, in my opinion. But Ninth House apparently is. So that one I'm going to try and start tonight, and hopefully can make some good progress because I'm getting the train tomorrow to go to Social in the City. I am talking on a panel on Saturday and I've been given access on the Friday as well. And my mum and I were going up anyway tomorrow because we had tickets for the music of Lord of the Rings, which is a really cool orchestral performance of Lord of the Rings music, Game of Thrones, Dragon Age. It's going to be really, really cool. It's something we had booked for last year, but COVID, so we're going to that tomorrow and we thought we would stay over, do some shopping, and I can then go off to my panel. So that's really cool. So I'm going there tomorrow, getting the train up there. I haven't got on a train for like 2 years now, so this will be fun. I hope I don't have to sit next to anyone because I don't think my OCD anxiety side of things would quite be okay with that for like the 50-minute journey in, which isn't too long, thankfully. But anyway, so that's the thing. I'm going to read Ninth House on the way, but I'm going to try and start it tonight. So I'm really excited for that, excited to talk on the panel for Social in the City and just attend a couple of panels as well. That should be really cool. I'm going to wrap this vlog up here because I want to have a chilled evening where I don't have anything massive on my to-do list because I've had a really busy week and things are only about to get busier because tomorrow I start my Vlogmas Day 1 video, which is going to be like a London weekend kind of thing. So that should hopefully be really good fun to watch, but yeah, that starts tomorrow. So I'm gonna give myself the evening off because I haven't had one of those for a while. What does that feel like? Oh, also last night I did watch Hawkeye with some dinner before doing more editing, and the first 2 episodes were fantastic. So good, so good. I am excited for episode number 3, so that's great. If you haven't watched it yet, do. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, have an evening off, and I hope you enjoyed. I do apologise again for yesterday's vlog content. That was just a mess, but at the same time, I just needed to fit it in where I could, so I'm really sorry that it got gradually louder. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you've been reading, subscribe to see more of my face on your feed. I've also got my Patreon link down below where I've just announced our December live show schedule, including a Patreon party, which I'm really excited about for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching, keep smiling and stay positive.